गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. The first verse, I sent it to you, I think. निरुपमनित्य निरंशकेप्य खंडे मयि चिति सर्वविकल्पनादिशून्ये घटयति जगदीश जीवभेदं त्वघटितघटनापटीयसी माया. Maya, which is skillful in accomplishing the impossible. Nothing is impossible in this, either in our mind or for that adishakti, and brings about the distinctions of, she herself brings about, appears as, projects what? Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Where there is one, the three appear, or manyness appears. Where there is one, who is one? Parabrahma, Paramatma. And what are you? Everything is Parabrahma, Paramatma. But what are you saying? Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Correct? And Jiva in my consciousness, which is unique and eternal, partless, and which is free from all distinctions, even though I see all the distinctions, but actually there is no distinction. This is what the verse says. Just like, even though there is no distinction in water, yet it appears as ocean, wave, ice, froth, tide, etc., etc. These are the different names to the one water. So where is the ocean, wave, ice, froth, tide? Where are they?
Water.
Huh?
Ocean, water.
Where are, no?
In your mind.
Yeah, okay. So where are they?
Jagat.
They are only appearing. All these names which I just took, they are appearing. Yesterday, remember, you are touching any one of these, but you are touching water.
Yes.
So where are they?
In water.
They are existing in their own absence. So what is existing? So you cannot have water also existing and wave also existing. You cannot have water also existing and ocean also existing. You cannot have water existing and froth and tide existing. Then there will be two existences. But Satchidananda Swarup is only one. So how can you have two? So if you say that wave, tide, etc., they are real because you see them, then what about water? Water is also existing. So we have to sort this out. And that sorting is, out of them, one has to be real, will be real. And what is that? Which does not come and go, which is continuous, which is permanent, which is, here she says, that partless reality. And she makes that partless reality to appear as with parts. And what is that? That is the various aspects of, or various appearances of water. And what is that? What is ocean? Name and form. What is wave? Name and form. What is tide? Name and form. What is froth? Name and form. So name and form, in our Shastras it is said, Asti Bhati Priya Nama Rupa. This whole creation is made up of these five. What is that? Asti is Sat, Bhati is Chit, Priya is Ananda, and this is the three qualities or attributes of the reality. And what is Namarup? Namarup is the Jagat. So name and form is the appearance. Now my question. This much is clear
Yes.
that all the names that we give to the water are only appearances. Any one of them you touch, you are touching water. So why are we using the word ocean? Why are we using the word wave? Because our attention is on the form. Ocean is the total form of the water. But it is still incomplete because there are many oceans. Wave is another form of water. But water has got no form as such. So similarly, this Jeev Jagat Ishwar is also a superimposition, is also a projection of the Maya on that one reality. So reality is one, Satchidanand Swarup, on that Jeev Jagat Ishwar is projected. How it is projected? Just like snake and the rope. A classic example. I give you one example just now, water, wave, etc. Similarly, snake and the rope. Under what circumstances does a person see a snake as a rope? What is his mindset?
Appearance.
Huh?
Is there?
So he is walking around in a forest or in a garden, and suddenly his footstep, he puts his foot on one something, maybe a rope or maybe a stick, maybe a crack on the ground, and he is in his own reverie, maye lete hue ja raha hai, thinking of something, and suddenly when he puts his foot on the stick cracks and it comes and hits on the calf muscle, for example. Or he puts his foot on the rope and sometimes when you put it, it just jumps up and he touches. And nowadays they make rope like a snake only with the scales on the top and all that.
Yeah.
So this fellow, the moment he looks down, instead of seeing the rope, what does he see? He sees snake. And then he sees that it has hit him on the calf muscle. And the result is, in that moment of delusion, not seeing a thing as a thing, he starts going through the symptoms of snake bite. This is many times it has happened. And he starts complaining, he starts having the symptoms, he starts having froth, he starts feeling that I'm going to die now, the poison is spreading everywhere, and he's screaming, help, 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 help. And at that time, one person passing by, he says, and who's that person passing by? By chance, Guru Maharaj. Any person who comes and brings you out of your misery is Guru Maharaj. So he comes. He says, what happened? Oh, why the snake has bitten me and I'm getting all this. See, the froth is coming, the leg is going blue-black and I don't know, please take me to the hospital, please save me, please save me. And he looks down and just smiles at the misery of that person. What did Krishna do to Arjuna? Smiled at the misery of Arjuna. Arjuna said, I don't want to fight the war, I don't want to kill my guru, I don't want to kill my grandfather, I don't want to kill my brothers, friends, and I don't want to go to hell, I don't want to make all the children without father, wives without husband, parents without son. I don't want to be the cause of that. I don't want anything. Where is he saying this? In the middle of the war. Because he lost the plot. Just like this fellow, he lost the plot. And the teacher, the person who was there, he looks at him, smiles. He says, what? The snake bit you? He goes down, lifts the piece of rope or the pipe or the snake or the stick and shows him. He says, no, it is snake, don't do that. But he's picked it up. He's showing it to him. And in that one moment, all the symptoms are subsiding. So where were all the symptoms? In the mind. Projected by the
Someone
mind,
is there.
projected by the mind. And the wise person came and showed the rope as a rope or a stick as a stick, and as a result, the person came back to be normal. Delusion gone. Exactly the same way, we are interacting with this creation. And what is this creation? Just like this stand can stand with 3 legs, only on one thing it cannot stand. So similarly, this world is standing on 3 legs, or has 3 legs to be established. And what is that? It is Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. I have to be, for the Jagat, for this world to be there, this creation to be there, there has to be a Jiva, there has to be a Jagat, and there has to be a Ishwara. सोचा?
Did you ask? Praveen?
Did you ask Praveen?
Yes, yesterday she said Praveen will answer.
He's coming?
He will come to answer. No, he comes 6 o'clock.
Acha. So in this manner, the world is what we are experiencing. We want to give because we know our cause is our parents. If our cause is our parents, what is the cause of the whole world? Of all the people, of all the beings and all the things, there must be some. And who is that father, mother? We call him God. We call it Ishvara, Prakriti. So Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. And in its place, what is there actually? If yesterday I told you, if I am touching a table, what am I touching? How do I know a table? Not touching a table. How do I know the table? As existence. How do I know you? You are existing. How do I know this kid? Existence. If she is, he is, house is, laptop is, table is, I am, we are. Isn't it? I am, isness, amness, arness, all this is existence. So everything is existing. But existence is infinite by nature. Satchidanand, Sat is infinite. But this laptop, it is temporarily existing. This table is temporarily existing. Just like that wave and just like that snake. The snake was temporarily. The moment knowledge came, eyes opened up, the snake vanished. The moment I tell you the wave, tide and froth are nothing but water, you continue to play with it, but you know that it is water, isn't it? You don't get affected by it. You still call it wave, you will still call it the blue sky, but you know that there is no color of the sky. So then how do I want to, in meditation and all, yesterday we were talking about it, that when we go into meditation, we try, I am not the world, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the breath, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the Atma, and I come to establish in the unifying principle, that is the self. But when I come out of Samadhi, again the world appears. And my question was, when you again come back into the world, how can you maintain that unifying principle? In spite of the Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar, how can you maintain that unifying principle? Because in the meditation, when I go to sleep, the world goes out of my mind. When I go into meditation, the world goes out of my mind. When I wake up, the world comes back to my cognition. But realized masters are living in this world only with eyes open, ear open, tongue open, they eat, they're doing everything. How? Then what is their approach towards the Jeev Jagat Ishwar? What is their approach? What is your approach? Knowing that water is only the constant, What is your approach towards wave, froth, ocean, ice, tide? What is your approach? Similar should be your approach to Jeev Jagat Ishwar. Now that is what my question was. How do you go beyond the projection? That was the question, right?
Yes.
So tell now. Again I have given the answer, but you are not
To understand what is permanent and impermanent.
true.
Nitya.
So I'm not saying that you don't understand that. I'm saying how do you go beyond it? If you understand Nitya, then you will go into meditation. But while in the world, how do you do it? How do you do Nitya? Are you going to continuously say, oh, Hari came, Hari is Anitya, and your attention goes to the body is Anitya, your attention goes to the breath is Anitya. पागल हो जाएगा पूरे दिन में. Then how do you go beyond this projection? This projection is due to the Maya. You did not create it. It was there, isn't it? You did not create the world because you can't remember that. So how do you go beyond? Praveen Maharaj?
Being a witness of all the things.
Yeah, that's what her husband also said that. What you are, I did not say that he is wrong. Someone said to be, what is that? Satisfied where you are. That is also correct. But what does it signify? Why you are satisfied right now? Why you are satisfied that the way water is appearing as wave, ocean, froth, etc.
Seeing the unity.
Wait. Yes, unity. Why you are satisfied if that one reality is appearing as the whole world, Chief Jagat Ishwar? Why you are satisfied that this man that I am is appearing as husband, brother, son, father, different roles? Think. What is that which is making that satisfaction come? Normally, as a father, you are only today, this morning only, Swamiji, I keep telling my kids for last 5 years I am telling this fellow to get up in the morning and he never gets up. Same complaint in every house. So who was making the complaint? Not the man, it was the husband. Afterwards, the wife complained something. Then that was not the woman, it was the wife. The role. So where are all the problems?
In the roles.
In the roles, in the projections. So how, while living, if Jeev Jagat Ishwar is the projection of this world, that one is being projected as Jeev Jagat Ishwar, and if by taking God we are miserable, why he is not giving me darshan? By taking world, why the world is like this? Why it is giving me difficulties? Why it is not giving me opportunities? Why I am applying for so many jobs, it's not coming? Why it is giving me, why there is a frozen shoulder? Why there is a body ache? Why my car had to break down? Why I was made redundant, etc. It goes on in this world, isn't it? Why there are wars? We ask why. But what is the solution then?
If we be indifferent to whatever happens.
That is one way of looking at it.
You see God in everything.
But God himself is a projection. The form that God, as you know him, as Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, it's a projection of your mind. Because someone said it, therefore it is like that. There's only one reality. Swamiji, bata do na. When I say now, you will say, what you have said is correct. But how we have to take it is that take appearance as an appearance. That's it. Don't try to remove it. If you try to, when you went into meditation, you removed the Jeev Jagat Ishwar from your mind, and that's why you meditated. My question was, when you come out of meditation, again the world is there in front of you. So while living in this world, how can I maintain the meditative poise? That was the question, wasn't it? Are you, while moving in the world, going to deny the world? No. Then what do you do with all the names and forms? You accept that they are as they are. They are just like you know there is a rainbow, you accept it is a rainbow. And you know it is only a phenomena. So accepting a phenomena as phenomena is the way to healthy, wealthy and wise. Is the way to not get disturbed. Is the way to remain in poise at any given moment as you are moving around in this life. Otherwise, where are we? If the phone call comes right now from India, he will run away into the back room. Why? Why? He will sabotage the satsang and go to a relation, isn't it? Emotional attachment or fear of wife, whatever. Huh? Fear of the phenomena. Huh? So to accept phenomena as phenomena, to accept appearance as appearance, and not taking it to be real, is the way to be in the meditative poise while you are moving around in this world. You got it? What I'm saying? साक्षी विग्रह होना सब ठीक है. Because if you accept, my question was not from conscious point of view, it was from world point of view, from phenomenal point of view. So how do you deal with phenomena? Majority of the people say, why it is like this? When did it all start? When it will all end? Why? They keep asking the question why about the world, isn't it? Why God is giving me these situations? Everything is why. Why the parents are like this? Why the children are like this morning example. So there is no why. Then what do? Accept everything as it is. In the morning she answered that. I didn't want to spill the beans. You also said the same thing, and she just put it in the right words. So accepting everything as it is, meaning not only accept, my mom is like that. I never want my mom to be someone else. I accept her the way she is. So you also accept the children the way they are, rather than comparing them with someone. Similarly, you accept your husband or wife to be as they are. If you accept, you keep comparing, that fellow works in the house so much, my husband doesn't do anything, problems will start. You accept. Similarly, you accept the world as it is. And what is this world? A play between Jeev, Jagat and Ishwar. Play. It is not a contract. It's a play. It's a leela. And it's going on incessantly and you cannot stop it. Whether you are realized or not realized, this play will continue. And what is this play? That which is going on in its own absence. Just like the play of ocean and waves is going on, but actually there is only water. Similarly, the play of Jeev Jagat Ishwar is going on, but actually there is only Satchidananda Parabrahma Paramatma.
Swamiji, can I ask a question?
Ask.
So if we accept, right, I know to have that state of mind is a great thing. Say for example, if we have our children, if we accept the way they are, but then if we want to make them do certain things and drive them forward, then in that process I don't accept, right? I'm not accepting the way he is, and I'm wanting to do something else, and I have a different target and goal which I'm trying to drive him towards.
Yeah,
Is that
it
okay?
is detrimental to the child's growth. Allow. Did you drive him to grow? Physically, did you drive him to grow? Did you drive him to have a hunger? Did you drive him to have breath in and out, or to breathe in and out? Then why in everything else? Nature is taking care. If you think largely, then you will have no problems from this kid. But we, in our shortcoming, in our attachment, we try to give direction to our children. Force them in particular direction, make them do this or do that, or study this or study that, or instill in them that this you have to become this or you have to become that. The purpose of life is, what is the purpose of life? Why you are coming to existence? Tell me. Why have you come into? Why did you get popped into this world?
Because of my karma.
No, we don't accept that. That is only a working theory. You popped into this world. If you take it as karma also, then what is the karma done for? That also we don't know. Karma is done to purify ourselves. Majority of the people, they are doing karma to attach themselves, not purify. To get involved, to get identified. And it's going crazy right now. In the name of duty, duty, duty. Your purpose of getting born as a human being is only one. To realize that you are the infinite consciousness. Keeping that in the mind, you do everything whatever is required to be done, and that is automatically it will keep happening in your life. Because we forget, this is the next verse, next or third verse it will be. So here, and that is that we forget why we are here, we forget the constant principle, and we get lost in the roles. We forget that we are the man, and we start behaving as husband, father. So just now when you asked me the question is going on about at a total level, Jeev Jagat Ishwar. And what was your question? Father, as a father. So you are not, at that moment, I know it was a question, but you understand where you are coming from and where I am coming from. I am bringing you to the total as a principle, and you are stuck in below the individuality. Individuality is still okay. You are caught up in the virtual. Virtual is father. There is no father, there is only man. There is no husband, there is only man. Husband is only a imaginary role in your head. Father is only an imaginary role in your head. Employee is an only imaginary role in your head. Son is only an imaginary role in your head. When we take the imaginary roles as real ones, then all problem begins in life. But can you remove them? If the wife comes, husband will come out, isn't it? Then what do? Accept the roles as roles. Don't give them the reality of that they are real. Don't forget that you are the real one as a man. When you come to the man, then you realize that you are the consciousness, even as the body, as the breath, as the mind and intellect. They are only the instruments that are being used to function in this world. They are also not real. That's where his point comes in when he says discrimination. That whatever is changing is unreal, whatever is not changing is real. So father changes into husband, husband changes into son, son changes into employee, waker changes to dreamer, dreamer changes to sleeper, sleeper changes to meditator, meditator again becomes waker, keeps changing. But do you feel that you are changing? Because you know that all these things happen. So there must be someone who's watching all this, isn't it? That these roles are coming and going. That fellow you catch. That fellow you be. Then what is that power? Now the question is, what is that power which makes you forget your originality and makes you accept the phenomena? Is this Maya? Is this Maya? Understand now? So what is that which is making the water appear as ocean and wave? Is the Maya Shakti. What is that which is making that one Paramatma to appear as Jeev Jagat Ishwar? It is that Maya Shakti. So accept the phenomena and you will be unclutched from the phenomena. You did not create the phenomena. So this Maya Shakti is achintya. It is impossible to catch her as an individual. You cannot. She has her nature is, I told you yesterday, her nature is manifestation and unmanifestation. Her nature is appearance and disappearance. Her nature is involvement and withdrawal. See? So just if you are going to say, I'm going to remain awake for the rest of my life and I'm a yogi and I'm not going to sleep, I'm not going to dream, you are asking for trouble for yourself. That's what Buddha did. He stopped eating, he stopped drinking, he stopped sleeping, and he was so famished that when he was so thirsty one day, because he was along with the tapasvis, hatha yogis, and he was crawling on the rocks to get to the waters of the lake. And at that time that Vaishya passes by and he says, can you help me? She brings the water. She says, can I tell you something? Why are you doing this when you can't even, you want to know the truth and you can't even go and get water for yourself? You understand? If you don't have a body, you can't do any tapasya. That was her message. And then she didn't say that only that. She said, live a balanced life, man. Live a balanced life. Keep your body healthy, keep your mind healthy, keep your being healthy. Then you can think. With a famished body, you are continuously thinking, you can't sit straight, you can't go and drink. And that's when Buddha came into he left that group of people, tapasvis, and he started his middle path. You remember? I know that? The middle way. That's how it came about. Because of that Vaishya. Because he was available. So no, yesterday I told you, to be extremist is very easy. Today I told, not to her, somewhere I was telling. To be extremist is very easy. But to maintain the same poise and to eat only limited amount, breakfast also, lunch also, dinner also, 12 months of the year, require a lot of patience and lot of awareness, alertness, not to succumb. पुरन पोली आ गई तो 2 दबा ली, उसके बाद अरे I ate too much. So you have to maintain that poise continuously, not just eating, chewing also, walking also, holding also, speaking also, blinking also. In everything that poise is maintained. And that poise does not mean that wherever your attention goes, you are aware of the conscious principle, not of the phenomena. You don't get caught up in the phenomena. So I'm looking at you, but my attention is, yes, I'm seeing, my eyes are seeing you, but my poise is that I'm the consciousness behind the eyes. Initially you speak like this, but as you practice it enough, then it becomes a natural. Just like it is natural for you to keep thinking as father and mother and son and whatever, within a little bit of practice, it is natural to be in that poise of balance within. Coming to the second verse. श्रुतिशतनिगमान्तशोधकान् अपि अहः धनादिनिदर्शनेन सद्यः कलुषयति चतुष्पदाद्यभिन्नान् अघटितघटनापटीयसी माया. Maya, which is skillful in accomplishing the impossible, deludes at once, alas, even those who can clarify hundreds of Vedas and Vedanta texts by showing up wealth, etc., and makes them non-different from quadrupeds. What is animal living for? What is the purpose of any animal? Look at a dog, for example, or a cat, or a lion. What is he living for?
Food and calm.
Ahar, Nidra, Abhaya, Maithunanja. And what does he do? Eventually he finds one lioness, then has the children, and continuously marking his territory, because I am the lord of this territory. Don't mess with me. He marks. Dog also does the same. Cat also does the same. Isn't it? And they are living, and they are doing that not out of discrimination. They are doing it out of instincts. They are doing it out of instincts. But they have got one thing going on which is good for them. When they have children, when they have their babies, after they train the babies, they forget them. After the babies are gone, the lion does not know it was my baby. He might be going along and will have children from his own child.
This is the other way, right? I mean, the children also forget who were there.
No, children, they didn't know anything. Any animal doesn't know that. That he is my husband, or he is my child, or he is my nothing. Only in the childhood, the mother will suckle, give the milk, take care, protect, train the kittens, or the dog will train the puppies how to mark the boundary, how to walk, how to fight, how to show the anger, when the danger comes. All that training is given. But once that puppy or kitten becomes matured, immediately there is no more mother and son, or mother or daughter relationship. That same cat will go and have more kids with its own kid. That feeling is not there, isn't it? This is the Pashu. Pashu means living at sensory level, instinct level. Are we Pashu who are living at only sensory and instinct level? Or are we discriminating people? Isn't it? So we have a sense of moral, we have a sense of ethics, we have a sense of duty. Animals are doing it out of instinct. A mother also takes care as a kid only as instinct. Automatically the milk comes, automatically the urge to take care of its children. Even in human beings it comes. But we still have discrimination. I can choose to be attached to the children, or I can choose to understand that I have to take care of the children, and once they are grown up, I have to let them go. And that is the age called Vanaprastha. Not continue till the end of life, keep thinking about the children. So here Adi Shankaracharya is saying that she deludes who, even those, you see, so many masters are there. One person, I will not take the name of that person. He comes on TV. He's got a huge ashram. He's not a sannyasi. But huge ashram, many disciples and many devotees around the world. And suddenly one day some kida came, wanted to get married, got married. And then the wife was not conducive to his lifestyle. He got so frustrated, came to our Swamiji. Swamiji, मैं क्या करूं? परेशान हो गया हूं. He was so stressed, he was so disturbed. And that could be seen in his pravachan also. that he is not himself anymore since he's got married. उसके बाद क्या हुआ स्वामी जी ने बताया नहीं. See, you see so many nowadays, because media is there, you see people, those who are sannyasis, who are experts in Vedas, etc. Suddenly they give up the sannyas and go into marriage with someone. And then the society shuns them. The same thing happened with Jnaneshwar Maharaj's parents. He was a sannyasi, and that was the rule, that he came back even though it was by his dictate of his guru. But then the society did not accept him. But आजकल तो कलयुग है, everything goes. Live in relationship. Look at that Nityananda Baba. You heard of Nityananda Baba, who is in Ecuador now?
Kailash.
हाँ, कैलाश. धुरंधर है वो, एक नंबर का. हाँ? So all these things are going on. Look at our Tulsidas ji Maharaj. From childhood, his parents had passed away. He was in care of his grandparents. The grandparents also, time came, they passed away when he was young. They gave him to the ashram. The Guru Maharaj took care of him, brought him up. By who brought him up? Man. In that ashram, were there any ladies? No. So he never experienced a motherly love or an embrace from his mother, or can't remember. Maybe grandmother did, but he can't remember. And he grew up into a very intelligent and wise person, and eventually he got married. And first time he came into the embrace of his wife, it was like heaven for him. He got attached. He forgot all scriptures. He became so lusty that one day when he came back, his wife was not there. And he went mad. In that madness, in that lust, he crossed the Gangaji in Varanasi, which was in floods, holding on to a carcass of cow or some animal, and crossed the river, went there, knocked on the door in the middle of the night, nobody opened, climbed a tree, swung the branch, jumped into the balcony, and like Superman, darling, here I am. And the darlings was so disgusted, because by the time he came in and announced himself, by that time people have heard the noise, people have seen something is happening. It cannot be a monkey of such a huge one. So what is happening? Who is going into our daughter's room at this time of the night? Someone must have noticed. Suddenly the crowd came and all of them are knocking on the door. And how from the balcony door this fellow is coming in, completely wet. We are talking about delusion. Completely wet. He's forgotten who he is. And therefore he's projecting, now I am the husband, that I need the love, that I need the affection, that I need to be in the embrace. And at that moment, what did she tell him? If you had this type of dedication to Lord Ram, by now Ram could have given you darshan. And he went and became Tulsidas. Will we become Tulsidas after this lecture? Will we? Huh? See? So where are we going short? Falling short. So for him, that one statement of his wife was able to shift the direction of his life, change the direction completely towards God. The delusion was broken. The delusion was, I am nothing. I am without my wife. I have to be in her presence. He was desiring. That statement from the wife changed the direction from desiring wife to desiring Lord. And he became Tulsidas. Dekho, delusion broken. Suddenly he saw the phenomena as phenomena. Suddenly he saw wife as who, for what she was. So phenomena when we take phenomena to be phenomena, the phenomena becomes instrumental in helping us to go back to our nature, true nature. तो स्वामी जी का आता है ना, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. फिनोमिना है ये. फिनोमिना को आओ मत कहो, फिनोमिना को जाओ मत कहो. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to do in this phenomena, nowhere to go in this phenomena. Don't take it seriously, the world. Our problem is we take it seriously. That fellow took the rope as snake seriously. That Tulsidas took his wife seriously. Then started desiring. We also are of the similar, no? We get entangled somewhere or the other in our life continuously. There is one story that comes. Narad Muni. I think in my last year when I was here, I told that at Surya's place. So Narad Muni one day was going by and he passed over one particular, one day Narad Muni is a master of 64 Vidyas. There is nothing in this universe that he does not know. He is master of arms and ammunitions, he is master of music, he is master of astrology, he is master of Ayurveda, he is master of everything. Everything he has studied. One day he came to Lord Narayana. He came. He says, man looked at him, हाँ बोलो भाई क्या चाहिए? Sir, Swami, Narayana, I'm trying to work out what is Maya. I have not been able to work out what is Maya. Can you show me? Lord understood. Kida ghus gaya hai. Virus has gone in. What virus? Wanting to know Maya virus. Same virus is in us also as a seeker. I want to know my mind. You cannot know your mind. You have to accept that mind is only a phenomena. Don't become too attached to it. If you want to be attached to the self. Be the self. Anyway, so Narad Muni, immediately Lord says, listen, I got a job. Can you do that for me? He says, yeah. See that kingdom there? The king has been a great devotee of mine. Please go and bless him on my behalf. So Narad Muni says, Arey, Lord ne kabhi, he has never told me that, so I'll go. He went. And when he goes there, the king says, Arey, Narad Muni gives him all the accolades and puja, pad puja, etc. And he says, you have come at a very auspicious moment. He says, why? What happened? My daughter is getting married and please give Ashirwad to my daughter. He says, of course. Went to her. He goes to the moment the daughter is brought in front of Narad Muni falls in love with the daughter. Narad Muni, who is the master of 64 Vidyas, all scriptures, falls in love with the daughter. And next day the Swayamvar is there. Gives Ashirwad. May you get a husband like Hari. Hari means Lord Narayana. But Hari also means monkey. So may you get a husband like Hari. And quickly runs back to Narayana. He says, Narayan Bhagwan, that is happening, and please bless me with a face like yours, like the Hari. He did not mention, he just said Hari. Bhagwan ne usko bandar ka muh de diya. So the girl, if she sees, she will see Hari, meaning the monkey face. Everyone else will see Narad Muni. And in this manner, he comes down and he stands in front and she just smiles at the monkey face and walks away. Again he runs because lusty. Narad Muni lusty after that girl. Again he runs and stands in the Swayamvar. Again she comes, smiles and bypasses him. And eventually when the Swayamvar is coming to a conclusion, her round is coming to a conclusion, Narayana in his form comes, stands there and she puts the mala around him, and Narad Muni becomes very angry. He says, "You tricked me." He says, "I didn't trick you. You asked me, give me a face of Hari. I gave you the face of Hari. But you should have warned me this, that." And before he could see what lust does, delusion led to desire. That desire, when not satisfied, led to anger. In that anger, he cursed Narayana, that you will also suffer the way you are making me suffer. You made me suffer by not getting what I was desiring. You will also be separated from your wife in the next cycle. So therefore, Rama and Sita, they got separated. And then Sita ji came, Lakshmi came. She was none other than Lakshmi only. So Lakshmi came and she was smiling, and in that moment of anger, he cursed her also. And he cursed Ram that you will have to take the help of the Hari, meaning monkeys, for whatever in your next incarnation. And you will have to have the love pangs of separation, and you will cry because of that, like I am crying right now. And then he curses Sita ji also. You tricked, you also, you knew all this and still you did this. And you will be, just like you were taken away by Narayana from me, you will also be taken away from your husband in the next in the next life. And then she was taken away by Ramayana. Then she says, we are just talking here, a bit of story. Then she says, Narad Muni, I accept your curse. Narad Muni suddenly says, Arey, without any opposition, I am getting accepted. And she says, please add one more caveat to it. And what is that? Let me be born by someone who willingly drinks the blood of the rishis and sannyasis who have given their blood willingly. And from that blood I will be born. An impossibility. But Narad Muni knows, Lakshmi is saying something is going to happen he says, Tathastu. And that's how Sita ji was born. See? So here it says that those who can clarify hundreds of Vedas and Vedanta texts by showing up. So when wealth comes, when desire comes, when Maya, how does she delude you? But through lust and through desire and wealth. This is how she deludes you. So in that manner, I'm not saying everyone, but you can see in this world, people can be giving great lectures, but continuously soliciting money for their ashrams, for their projects, for their programs, continuously going on. Attention is on wealth. Attention is on ashram. Attention is not on self-perfection. Yet, just so that you don't think every Swami is like that or every ashram is like that, some Swamis, like Swami Shivananda, Swami Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna Paramahansa or Swami Vivekananda, the ashrams have come about and they are surviving. But you will never find those Mahatmas going and soliciting. They continue to be ever in poise of their reality that they are. So in this way, this Maya, Shruti Shata Nigamanta Shodha Kanapi Ahaha Dhanadi Nidarshanena Sadhyaha Kalushayati Chatushpadadya Bhinnant Aghatita Ghatana Patiyasi Maya. And in this way, if we are other than the quadrupeds, if we are other than the Chatushpad are the animals. If we are other than the animals, then we must practice discrimination. We must practice contemplation. We must practice or contemplate on why we are here not live a life on the default basis. पैदा हुए, पढ़ाई की, खाना खाया, बड़े हो गए, शादी की, get married, then have children and keep worrying about them for the rest of your life. And only should I make this dish or should I make that dash, and what is for breakfast, and after breakfast what is for lunch, and then after lunch what is for dinner. Is this what our life is? Is there nothing bigger, greater purpose for life other than doing this? No, but we have to do this. Yeah, you have to do it, but you don't have to continuously keep thinking about it, plan it and finish. Don't worry too much about it. Then what do you worry? If you want to worry, don't worry about breakfast, lunch, dinner. Worry about the Paramatma that you are. Keep your attention there while you are doing everything in life. So, accepting phenomena as phenomena and keep. So, once you accept phenomena as phenomena, this is told in Bhagavad Gita, Sukha dukkha samay kritva labha labho jaya jaya tato yuddhaya yuddhyasva na shochati na kamshati. So, joys and sorrows will be there, gain and loss will be there, victory and defeat will be there, memories and thoughts about future will be there. Don't get disturbed by them. Then what do? Accept them that they are there. That's it. Accept them. Accept the phenomena to be the phenomena. If you take phenomena to be the reality, you are committing sabotage. You are committing, I will be more ruthless, you are committing suicide in this life. If you accept phenomena to be the reality. So accept phenomena as phenomena, but your attention is on the substratum of the phenomena. Just like I told you in the beginning of today's lecture, accept the waves, ocean, etc. as phenomena, but our attention is, we know without a doubt that it is all water. So when you are interacting with the whole phenomena called the Jeev Jagat Ishwar, is your attention on the unifying principle called Paramatma or Atma? That should be our name of the game as we are moving in this world. So this Maya can delude even the most intelligent one. So even after studying scriptures, attending satsangs every day, giving satsangs every day, listening to satsangs in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, I am committed. I do puja in the morning, I do sandhya morning, afternoon, evening. My life is very disciplined. And such a person also gets deluded by Maya. Because all this leads to that I do it, it leads to ahankar. So beware. So our pranam to this Maya. We want her to help us to take us to the feet of the Lord. So that Maya of Ishvara, what is it within us? It is. You were there yesterday? So Maya of Ishvara is. भूल भी गई इतनी जल्दी.
Appearance.
No. Maya of Ishvara at the totality level, what is it at individuality level? Mind.
Mind. Yeah.
At Ishvara's Maya, individual's mind. When Ishvara is the master of his Maya, individual is slave of his mind. When you become master of your mind, like Ishvara is, then there is no difference between Ishvara and you. And when there is no difference between Ishvara and you, there is no Jeev Jagat Ishwar for you. Then you are established in the self. Because Ishvara knows he is Parabrahma Paramatma. And yet he continues to play the Leela of Jeev Jagat Ishwar out of himself. Because it is happening by the grace of his potentiality. समझ आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes.
देखो. So merely listening. Shravan zaruri hai. But what is the next step? Manan. Contemplate. Reflect that what you have listened to, how is it applicable to me? When? While listening, it should happen. Then, as the time goes, by the time you come to reflection, when you are doing reflection, there is no Shravan going on. But we are only doing Shravan. When are we going to do Manan and Nididhyasan? Nididhyasan means if you have, what does Manan do? It removes all the doubts from your mind, isn't it? If all the doubts are removed, then Nididhyasan doesn't mean contemplation. It means establishment in the self. Doubt-free existence. तो सिर्फ श्रवण करो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग डोंट लिसन. Listen to all the talks, but apply them subjectively. Until you don't apply them subjectively, Maya is playing her game. Then you will I want to study this scripture also, I want to study that scripture also. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, I did not know this. And you listen to one set of talks, then 100 more questions will come. Then you listen another talk, another 100 questions will come. There is no end to knowledge in this world. There is no end to knowledge. But all knowledge is available within you because you are the source of all the knowledge as Atma. Atma is all-knowing, Satchidanand Swarup. So come back while you are running after everything. When you are not running after anything, whatever you need at that time will come to you. Whatever knowledge is required, it will come to you. Whatever unfoldment is required at that time, if we are self-contemplative, the Maya means nature. The nature will collaborate, will help. Hey, this fellow is thinking of my beloved. Maya is saying, this fellow is thinking of my beloved. Let me help him. And she will change the whole creation so that you can go back to your source. This is her grace. If not, if there is a slight ahankar also that I know the Vedas, I know the Upanishads, I know the Bhagavad Gita, I have given so many. There are Mahatmas who write record. I have given so many lectures on Bhagavad Gita. I have taken Kathopanishad for so many times. I have done this scripture for so many times. वो उसको घुमाती रहेगी. चल भाई. और once I went to in Delhi, some person, quite wealthy. He asked me to come to his place, and he said, Swamiji, I got a lot of land in Dehradun. Why don't you help me to build an ashram there? I said, very good. Dehradun is next to Haridwar, Rishikesh. A very nice place at the foothills of the Mussoorie mountains, and very nice weather there. Airport is also there, train also goes. I go, बहुत अच्छी जगह है, करो. नहीं स्वामी जी, I want you to help me in the whole project. मैंने कहा, help कर दिया ना. तथास्तु, शुरू करो. What other help you want? No, but if there is one Swami there, residential Swami, then it will work. मैंने कहा, you say na that you need a manager to run the ashram. You build the ashram, I will come and I will go. This is how Maya catches you. This is how Maya catches you. Have you seen sometimes, where did you buy this carpet, Amma? You will say from Shakti or somewhere. No, this color is very nice. And suddenly, the moment I say 2-3 words, the desire that I should have such a carpet also comes in my mind. Isn't it? I should also have, it's a big size, it's ideal for satsangs. I will use it in Australia. Then for the next 4 months, I'm going to be a gadha carrying this carpet along with me. Arey yaar, there is enough there in this world. You focus on the self, on the Lord of the Maya, Mayapati. You focus on him, and she will help you to realize him. She will test you first, she will distract you first, but if you still remain steadfast in your wanting to unite with her boss, with her beloved, then she will do everything in her capacity to help you. And that's exactly what mind does. If you don't go to the source of the mind will take you into the world. More multiplicity, more attachments, more identifications, more confusions, more desires. But the moment you come to the self or the Lord, the mind, after some time of distracting you, it realizes this fellow is not listening. He is committed to the Lord or committed to the self. The mind starts cooperating. It becomes that is told in Patanjali Yoga Sutras as the mind becomes ekagra chitta, single pointed. Now there is no doubt it becomes focused towards the self oriented, naturally, without your efforts. Just like those who do japa, you have seen. Initially, when you do japa, it takes you get distracted, but after some time, it is automatic. And then when it goes inside, it becomes a japa japa, isn't it? Have you heard that word? A japa japa. So now you are not chanting the mantra. The mantra is being chanted in the mind, by the mind, for the mind. Uddhareta atmana atmanam. So mind is self-motivated to chant the mantra within itself. No effort from you. Similarly, the mind is self-oriented. Just like it is chanting the mantra, it can be contemplating on the self also. That is what is called as who am I inquiry. It must emanate from inside. Then the mind becomes cooperative. When we are living our life properly, when we are accepting the phenomena as the phenomena, automatically there is no attraction or repulsion to the phenomena. We don't have any attraction and repulsion to phenomena. Do you like the blueness? Do you hate the blueness of the sky? No. It just is. Same way, now define what is phenomena in your life. Jeev Jagat Ishwar. And in this way, the second verse, the third verse goes. We'll just read this verse and conclude. Sukhachit khandave bodham advitiyam Vyadhaniladi vinirmitau niyojya Brahmayati bhavasagare nitantam Tvaghatita ghatana patiyasi maya. We look at this verse and the other two, third, fourth and fifth, tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.